Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. Today we present you with 10 WWE returns rumored at SummerSlam 2020, Roman Reigns and CM Punk returning. Number 10. Sami Zayn returns. Like many superstars, Sami Zayn has opted against appearing in the Performance Center due to the ongoing global situation, but that could soon change. If new rumors are true, there are plans for the SmackDown superstar to return for SummerSlam, with a possible title rematch for the Intercontinental Championship reportedly also in the works. Though Zayn was stripped of the gold on the May 12th edition of Backstage due to him not competing, that hasn't affected the Canadian too much, as he still claims to be the Intercontinental Champion on social media and has criticized the recent reign of AJ Styles as a fraud. With his fellow Artist Collective members Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro legitimately holding the SmackDown Tag Team titles after defeating The New Day at the Horror Show at Extreme Rules, Zayn is the only one without a title, though that could all change when the Loudmouth returns at the biggest party of the summer. Number 9. WWE's plans for Sasha Banks and BAYLEY. For the past year or so, Sasha Banks and BAYLEY have been thick as thieves, but the Golden Role Models could soon be losing more than their titles. With both women set to defend their singles titles at SummerSlam, it's possible that at least one will lose their title to Asuka, which could cause friction between the two. This friction would continue into the Payback pay-per-view, which is taking place just 1 week later, as the duo are set to defend their women's tag titles at the show against two yet-to-be-confirmed opponents. And if there's a split teased at SummerSlam, that'd add an extra layer to this tag title match. Dave Meltzer recently explained that the reason for the sudden Payback show straight after SummerSlam is to keep angles from the biggest party of the summer quickly moving forward, and that could mean the impending BAYLEY-Sasha split. As for who will turn on who, that remains to be seen, but don't be too surprised if this Sunday's event marks the beginning of the end for our dominant tag team champions. Number 8. The return of Charlotte Flair. For someone that many fans hate on for being overused, Charlotte Flair has been absent from WWE TV since late June as she recovers from a surgery she'd been putting off for a while. Despite initial reports that the Queen would be out for the remainder of 2020, new reports have noted that Vince McMahon is considering having Flair return this Sunday, presumably in one of Asuka's two title matches. Given that Flair's a Raw superstar, it's likely she'd interfere in the Asuka-Sasha Banks match, presumably costing the Empress the gold, rekindling a feud between the two that fans last saw in 2018. With Becky Lynch off for the rest of the year due to her pregnancy, it's no secret that WWE needs a big name in the women's division, and as a former Raw, SmackDown, and NXT Women's Champion, Flair fits that mold. Upon her return, it's likely that the Queen would be in the title picture once again, and that journey to the gold could all start this Sunday. Number 7. Brock Lesnar appears to set up future matches. When fans last saw Brock Lesnar, he was soundly beaten at WrestleMania 36 by Drew McIntyre, and in the months since, we haven't heard much from the Beast or his advocate Paul Heyman. To be fair, this isn't anything new, as Lesnar has often had months away from TV, but since his 2012 return, he's always appeared at SummerSlam, and now it looks like this year will be no different. It's currently believed that Lesnar will return shortly after the WWE Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, which would presumably lead to Lesnar receiving another title match down the line. A much more interesting option is for Lesnar to return in the US title match between Apollo Crews and MVP. And though Lesnar won't be challenging for the Star-Spangled Strap, costing MVP the match could lead to the Lesnar-Lashley match many fans, and Lashley himself, have been wanting for years. In the Amway Center, the WWE can give Lesnar an entrance worthy of a beast, and with Lesnar due for a return, that comeback could finally happen this Sunday at SummerSlam. Number 6. The Legends appear. This Sunday, it's been rumored that Randy Orton will capture his 14th WWE World Championship, but not if a few legends have anything to do with it. The latest report about Orton's upcoming match with WWE Champion Drew McIntyre has indicated that the company plans on bringing back Christian and Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels, men who Orton attacked in recent weeks. Though having the trio of legends cost Orton the gold would be some sweet revenge for the trio, It's also being reported that Orton will be able to fend off the three legends whilst remaining in his title match against the Scottish World Champion. Having Orton handle himself against Flair, Christian, Michaels, and McIntyre would certainly be an interesting way to kick off Randy's 14th world title reign. And if he does beat all four this Sunday, we can't help but wonder who at all would be able to beat the new WWE Champion. Number 5. Ric Flair with an unexpected twist. As a 16-time world champion, Ric Flair has done it all in wrestling, but the last appearance of the Nature Boy didn't go down how he wanted. Returning to his legend killer roots, Orton punted Flair on the August 10th Raw, at least that's what fans are supposed to believe. As the lights went off during the punt, which has been blamed on Retribution, it's possible that they never made contact, and it's now being reported that Flair could return at SummerSlam just to help Orton win the title from Drew McIntyre. The swerve would certainly be one that many fans wouldn't see coming, despite Flair praising Orton in interviews after the alleged punt took place. With the WWE moving to the Amway Center, which is reportedly safer than the Performance Center, it'd make sense for the 71-year-old Flair to come back, and having the Nature Boy shockingly help Orton win his 14th world title would prove he's still the dirtiest player in the game. Number 4. Bo Dallas and Lars Sullivan join the new Wyatt family. On the surface, Bo Dallas and Lars Sullivan don't have much in common, but if new rumors are to be believed, the two could soon become part of the same disturbed family. With Braun Strowman set to defend his Universal title against the Fiend at SummerSlam, the WWE has been recently teasing a new Wyatt family, one that'd see Alexa Bliss join in a Sister Abigail role. According to new reports, fans can also expect Dallas and Sullivan to join, as Dallas is the real-life brother of Bray, while Sullivan's size and strength would make him an effective member of any stable. The Freak recently took to Instagram to show off his workout regime, as Sullivan is clearly in great shape despite his year away from WWE TV. In his time away, Sullivan's name reportedly had been dropped altogether by WWE's creative team, and after over a year away, having the Freak, as well as Bo, return to help the Fiend capture his second Universal title at SummerSlam would definitely put both men on the map. Number 3. Roman Reigns returns. Ever since Roman Reigns chose to walk away from the ring shortly before WrestleMania 36, fans have been wondering when he will return. It now turns out that the Big Dog's comeback could finally happen this Sunday, as new reports indicate that Roman has spoken with Vince McMahon and his return is scheduled for Sunday after the Universal title match. Fans will remember that Reigns was meant to challenge for the blue title at WrestleMania, so it makes sense that the Big Dog would see himself as the first challenger, no matter if Wyatt or Strowman leave with the gold. Sources have indicated that Orlando's Amway Center will be able to be kept clean more than the company's Performance Center, and given that Reigns chose to leave as he was concerned over his own health and the health of his family, it looks like the stars are aligning for Reigns to return this Sunday and be inserted in the Universal title picture. Number 2. Bill Goldberg appears. The last time fans saw Goldberg in a WWE ring, he was crushed by Braun Strowman at WrestleMania 36, and whilst many believe the Hall of Famer was done, the opposite is true. New reports have come out that Goldberg is gearing up for a return, and the former Universal Champion himself recently confirmed that he's still got a few years left in his current WWE contract. With that in mind, fans could soon see the Hall of Famer return at SummerSlam just like he did last year to begin hyping up his next match in WWE. Goldberg also recently revealed that he's contracted for a minimum 2 matches a year, which have already been used up, but it's entirely possible that a third could happen if a deal could be agreed. Though we know that Goldberg will wrestle again for WWE, it's currently unclear who his next opponent will be, though we're sure we wouldn't want to be the one staring down Goldberg, especially if he returns to the ring this Sunday at the biggest party of the summer. Number 1. Retribution cost Randy Orton the title. On paper, it makes sense that Retribution would attack top stars, as that's something groups like the Nexus have done previously, but there's a new theory why the group would specifically attack Randy Orton. It's been speculated that Orton's social media activity may cost him the gold, as fans will remember his recent attacks on NXT Online, where he criticized the wrestling style of the brand, as well as Tommaso Ciampa in particular. With rumors that Retribution will comprise of call-ups from the Black and Gold brand, and fans eagerly wanting to see Orton face Ciampa, it's possible that the former NXT champion will be revealed as Retribution's leader, silencing the false rumors that CM Punk will lead the group. Orton himself reportedly wanted to face Ciampa at the biggest party of the summer, and whilst facing for the WWE Championship in the show's presumed main event isn't a bad consolation prize, it may be a matter of time before a Ciampa-Orton match is in the works, possibly happening as soon as Payback. Of course, it's worth noting that for the time being, these rumors are just that, rumors, and should be taken with a pinch of salt. With that in mind though, if any of these rumors turn out to be true, then this year's SummerSlam will truly be a night to remember.